The commission has designed the format, 6 roughly 15-minute segments with 2-minute answers from each candidate to the first question, then open discussion for the rest of each segment. Both campaigns have agreed to these rules. For the record, I decided the topics and the questions in each topic. I can assure you, none of the questions has been shared with the commission or the 2 candidates.
Well, I found that interesting. So he goes into that he decided the questions and that they have not been shared. And that's when his body language changes. He went from pretty flat, emphasis, a little bit of stress comes through because TV gives stress. No matter how long you've been in front of that camera, you're always just a little stressed. But when he talks about the questions, a lot of stress comes through. You see that in the eyebrows with the believe me look. The forehead, he portrays a lot more. He tightens a lot more. He comes forward a lot more. Doesn't necessarily say deception because he didn't linger on it and there was no pushback. All we get is one side of it. But it does say there's something there.
How you doing, man? How are you? I'm well.
Gentlemen, a lot of people have been waiting for this night, so let's get going. Our first subject is the Supreme Court. President Trump, you nominated Amy Coney Barrett over the weekend to succeed the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the court. You say the Constitution is clear about your obligation and the Senate's to consider a nominee to the court. Vice President Biden, you say that this is an effort by the president and Republicans to jam through an appointment and what you call an abuse of power. My first question to both of you tonight, why are you right in the argument you make and your opponent wrong? And where do you think a Justice Barrett would take the court? President Trump, in this first segment, you go first, 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Chris. I will tell you very simply, we won the election. Elections have consequences. We have the Senate, we have the White House, and we have a phenomenal nominee, respected by all, top.
All right, you're watching Trump. He's a little bit stressed, just a little. And I wouldn't say it's stressed like he's afraid. You're in a debate. You're presenting yourself and hoping, one, to keep your base and the ones that have decided to vote for you, and hoping that you can swing people who haven't decided to vote for you, and hoping to maybe steal some from your opponent. Because this is where the opponent's voters are going to actually watch you, because they're not listening any other time. So as we watch him and the little bit of stress that is coming through, he's twerking, especially to the one side, he's twerking, the little twitch that he has. He's not lifting his arms too high. He's trying to appear unaggressive. The words, though, that are coming out, if you're on the other side, sound aggressive. Elections have consequences. His body language is trying to balance that out, and he's very conscious of it. Obviously, this didn't last very long because he calmed down and just decided to be himself.
Academic, good in every way, In fact, some of her biggest endorsers are very liberal people from Notre Dame and other places. So I think she's going to be fantastic. We have plenty of time, even if we did it after the election itself. I have a lot of time after the election, as you know. So I think that she will be outstanding. She's going to be as good as anybody that has served on that court. We really feel that. We have a professor at Notre Dame, highly respected by all, said she's the single greatest student he's ever had. He's been a professor for a long time at a great school. And we won the election, and therefore we have the right to choose her. And very few people knowingly would say otherwise. And by the way, the Democrats, they wouldn't even think about not doing it. If they had, the only difference is they'd try and do it faster. There's no way they would give it up. They had Merrick Garland, but the problem is they didn't have the election, so they were stopped. And probably that would happen in reverse also. Definitely would happen in reverse. So we won the election, and we have the right to do it, Chris.
President Trump, thank you. Same question to you, Vice President Biden. You have 2 minutes.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this, and looking forward to this, Mr. President.
Thank you, Joe.
The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is. And that say occurs when they vote for a United States senators and when they vote for the President of the United States. They're not going to get that chance now because we're in the middle of an election already. The election has already started. Tens of thousands of people have already voted. And so the thing that should happen is we should wait. We should wait and see what the outcome of this election is, because that's the only way the American people get to express their view is by who they elect as president and who they elect as vice president. Now, what's at stake here is the president's made it clear he wants to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. He's been running on that, he ran on that, and he's been governing on that. He's in the Supreme Court right now trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act.
All right, so you see him stumble. He's in the Supreme Court now, and he looks actually in a direction that has the brain not access anything, but hearing. It's a hearing check. It's like, so this is a clue. It doesn't necessarily at this point mean there's an earpiece. And when I was watching it last night, I wasn't quite sure at this point. It wasn't until the next question and the same things were coming up. But this would be the first clue. Pay attention. The brain has disengaged for the flow of information that's coming out of his mouth, which for Biden is not a good sign. We know he's got brain problems, so if he has to disengage his brain, that means he's getting information from somewhere. And then we hear the stumble as whoever's on the other side, because we don't know exactly how they're doing it. For this type of thing, you want the information that comes through the mic or the earpiece, whatever you want to call it, to be very short, and at least for him to flow well, because he has a habit of reading things like, the next question is, go to blah, blah, blah. So as he stumbles, he looks down, he's trying to regain himself, he's listening even deeper, but he doesn't want to give away that he's listening. Because remember, he's definitely off, but he's not that far gone.
Which will strip 20 million people from having insurance, health insurance now, if it goes into court. And the justice, and I have nothing, I'm not opposed to the justice, she seems like a very fine person. But she's written before she went on the bench, which is her right, that she thinks that the Affordable Care Act is not constitutional. The other thing that's on the court, and if it's struck down, what happens? Women's rights are fundamentally changed. Once again, a woman could be pay more money because she has a pre-existing condition of pregnancy. They were able to charge a woman more for the same exact procedure.
Closing the eyes is also somewhat of a tell in here. It can go either way. You can sit there and say that he's closing his eyes to focus in on what he's trying to get out. I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying to really focus my brain into those areas. And it could be. That's why you have to keep waiting, watching when you have these kinds of things. It's like, are you sure? We'll see. There's some tells there that could be many things.
Procedure mandate gets. And that ended when we, in fact, passed the Affordable.
The other tell that you're actually seeing is he is going into an area where he looks up that is for visual. And it makes no sense because there's no visual on anything that he's saying. So in this instance, it's kind of like, well, so is this part of the brain damage? Or is this because he's listening to someone? Because remember, it's hard to sit there and keep eye contact or look at who you're speaking to if you're trying to listen to somebody else who isn't even in the room. It's like a phone conversation. Why do you turn your head when you're on the phone away from people? To disengage the brain from them and to engage the person on the phone.
Go ahead, Vice President.
Number one, he knows that what I proposed. What I proposed is that we expand Obamacare and we increase it. We do not wipe any. And one of the big debates we had with 23 of my colleagues trying to win the nomination that I won, were saying that Biden wanted to allow people to have private insurance still. They can. They do. They will under my proposal.
It's not what you've said, and it's not what your party has said.
That is simply
your party
a lie.
doesn't say it. Your party wants to go socialist medicine.
My party is
and
me.
socialist
right
healthcare.
now. I am,
and
the
they're going to
Democratic
dominate
Party.
you, Joe. You know that.
I am the Democratic Party right now. The platform of the
Not according
Democratic
to
Party
Harris.
is what I, in fact, approved of. What I approved of. Now, here's the deal. The deal is that it's going to wipe out pre-existing conditions. And by the way, the 200,000 people that have died on his watch.
I really like Trump. You see that little head shake to the negative? He's so angry and irritated. It's really hard to sit there and be nice to someone who just spouts things that aren't true. And at some point in this, we're not going to go over this. We're going to start skipping through. Trump gets lost in all the fake news and fake facts coming out of Biden's mouth. It's really sad. If lies were a drinking game, we'd all be dead from alcohol poisoning.
It wouldn't be 200. It would be 2 million people because you were very late on the draw. You didn't want me to ban China, which...
I'll make a comment on this one. So you see Joe laugh a lot when Trump comes after him, bringing up his past record and what would happen now. A lot of liars will sit there and laugh at you when they get caught. It's a stress laugh. It allows them to shake you off as well. And so you see Biden do that quite a bit.
Here's the deal. The fact is that everything he's saying so far is simply a lie. I'm not here to call out his lies. Everybody knows he's a liar.
But you
I just
agree.
want to make sure.
Joe, you're the liar.
I want to make sure.
Graduated last in your class, not first in your class.
God, I want.
It's just too damn funny. No, Joe, you're the liar. Oh, let's move on.
to make
Mr.
sure.
President, can you let him finish, sir?
No, he doesn't know how to do that. He has,
You'd be surprised.
You pick
You'd be surprised.
the
Go ahead,
wrong
Joe.
guy, the wrong night at the wrong time.
Listen, you agreed with
Here's the
Bernie
deal.
Sanders to the
The
manifesto.
whole idea.
Let him.
There is no manifesto, number
Please
one.
let him speak, Mr.
Number
President.
two.
You just lost the left.
Number two.
You just lost the left. You agreed with Bernie Sanders on a plan
Folks,
that's absolutely agreed
folks, do you have any
and under that
idea
plan,
what
that's
this clown's
socialized. They
doing?
call it
Mr.
Do you
Mr.
have any
President.
do?
socialized medicine.
Mr.
Well,
President.
I tell you what, he is not for any help for people needing health care because
Bernie?
because he in fact already has cost 10 million people their health care that they had from their employers because of his recession. Number one. Number two,
yeah.
there are 20 million people getting health care through Obamacare now that he wants to take it away. He won't ever look you in the eye and say that's what he wants to do. Take it away.
No, I want to give them better health care at a much lower price because
and by the way, he
Obamacare
doesn't
is
know
no
how.
good.
He doesn't know how
I've
to do
already
that.
fixed it.
He has never
I've
offered
already
a plan.
fixed it to an extent.
He has never
Obamacare,
done a
as you
single
might
thing.
know, but probably don't. Obama
Oh, isn't that a perfect shot? It's Joe confused.
probably don't. Obamacare
Gentlemen, you
is
realize
no
if you're
good,
both
Joe.
speaking at the
It's no
same
good,
time.
and it's too expensive.
He's really confused there. So we've got Trump talking, Wallace is talking, and Biden is trying to talk. There we go to the other tell. What's going on? What do we see? He's looking straight ahead. What? And he's not looking at Wallace, because if he was referring to what is Wallace saying, he'd look at Wallace. What? But no, he's responding to something else. He's not looking at Trump and responding. He's not looking at Wallace and responding. We see no body tells that deliver the body in either direction to give attention to. It's staring straight ahead at nothing, not the camera. And we say, there's another tell. Someone else is in that conversation too. It's making it really hard for Biden. And I think Trump's a genius, and he knows that if he keeps this kind of pressure on, it's really hard to concentrate when you've got 3 other people talking at you, or even 2 other people talking to you, Trump and whoever's in his ear.
China's perfected the art of the steal. We have a higher deficit with China now than we did before. We have the highest trade deficit
China
with
ate
Mexico.
your lunch, down
All right, gentlemen,
18%. China ate your lunch, Joe, and no wonder your son goes in and he takes out billions of dollars. Takes out billions of dollars to manage. He makes millions of dollars. And also,
Simply
while we're
not
at it,
true.
why is it, just out of curiosity, the mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million.
That's
What
not
did he
true.
do to deserve it?
That
What
is
did he do with Burisma
none
to
of that.
deserve
Wait,
$183,000?
So we know that this is true. And I find it interesting that when he's really having these facts thrown at him by Trump, Trump's got his fist out. He's like, I'm going to get you. Biden's tactic is not to look at the person calling out potential crimes. I'm sure he's in there somewhere. You know, normal people who has a kid who's a real disappointment. You're not really proud of that child. And when they come out with things like they took all this money from a Moscow mayor, a normal person would go, yeah, they did. I didn't condone it. I didn't fight the law going after them. Of course, the law didn't go after this person. But there's nothing I can do about that child but let them fall on their own face, and they're going to have to learn the lessons they learn. That would be a normal response because you didn't have anything in that mix. But when you have something in the mix, you want to avoid it. And here we see Biden not even wanting to look at Trump. He's looking at Wallace, trying to convince Wallace it's not true. It's not true, which says that, well, 1, it is true, and 2, seems like you were in that mix as well.
4 more years of these lies.
Mr. President, 2 minutes.
So when I listened to Joe talking about a transition, there's been no transition from when I won. I won that election. And if you look at crooked Hillary Clinton, if you look at all of the different people, There was no transition because they came after me trying to do a coup. They came after me spying on my campaign. They started from the day I won and even before.
So as he's starting to talk about this coup, Biden pretty much just looks down and continues to ignore him. He's not acknowledging what Trump is saying.
Before I won, from the day I came down the escalator with our First Lady, they were a disaster. They were a disgrace to our country. And we've caught them. We've caught them all. We've got it all on tape. We've caught them all. And by the way, you gave the idea.
We're getting stressed. We've got open mouth stress. It seems because he's reacting to something that's not Trump. So we have dueling reactions, the stress, that the earpiece is talking to him as well. I always think now that all of these candidates who are writing things down during these debates were actually listening to earpieces. Just a theory.
For the Logan Act against General Flynn, you better take a look at that because we caught you in a sense.
So now we're going to go in portrayal. He mentions the Logan Act. Exaggerated, like the eyes squint in, the body goes back, exaggeration. He looks over to the person that he's trying to influence, which would be Wallace at this point. Really? You believe that?
And President Obama was sitting in the office. He knew about it too. So don't tell me about a free transition. As far as the ballots are concerned, it's a disaster. A solicited.
And that's another thing. So again, we go back to ignoring. Head goes down, and then we have an inappropriate negative head shake, literally a negative, like no, not a swing and an exaggeration in response to Trump. We just have a negative no. So it would suggest again that something's being mentioned. He's disagreeing with it.
Ballot. Okay, solicited is okay. You're soliciting, you're asking, they send it back, you send it back. I did that. If you have an unsolicited, they're sending millions of ballots all over the country. There's fraud. They found them in creeks.
And you see another negative head shake, and then he goes to write again. I wonder what they're suggesting to him that he keeps telling them no.
They found some with the name Trump, just happened to have the name Trump just the other day in a waste paper basket. They're being sent all over the place. They sent 2 in a Democrat area. They sent out 1,000 ballots. Everybody got 2 ballots. This is going to be a fraud like you've never seen. The other thing, it's nice on November 3rd, you're watching and you see who won the election. And I think we're going to do well because people are really happy with the job we've done. But you know what? We won't know. We might not know for months because these ballots are going to be all over. Take a look at what happened in Manhattan. Take a look at what happened in New Jersey. Take a look at what happened in Virginia and other places. They're not losing 2%, 1%, which, by the way, is too much. An election could be won or lost with that. They're losing 30 and 40%. It's a fraud, and it's a shame. And can you imagine where they say you have to have your ballot in by November 10th? November 10th. That means that's 7 days after the election, in theory, should have been announced.
Okay.
We have major states with that.
Sir,
all run by Democrats.
2 minutes is 2 minutes.
All run by Democrats. It's
President Trump.
It's a rigged election.
So on this, as we see the crimes really being thrown at Joe Biden here, it seems a tactic is to ignore. Someone's talking in your ear, which is a great distraction if you don't want to give away any tells, is to listen to someone else and ignore the other person, which in itself is a tell. Because if it wasn't true, you wouldn't have to do that. There's always a tell. You can never actually hide. Even hiding in itself is a tell.
Episode 1 of Surviving Jail has been released, and this is a show where ordinary people are put into jail, and Mandy covers certain aspects of their interactions and body language that contribute to them having an okay time in jail versus a really hard time.
It seems like a
Tough guy. You gotta handle him rough sometimes.
Yeah, that's what's up. Just gotta show him who's boss. Handle him.
If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime Series and Interesting Minds series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel on Library to watch even more free videos.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.